It's week 3 of the 2029 season, and we've got some
Stage is set. Ball is on the tee. And off we go on EA Sports. This is fielded inside the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They'll be led by the man from Oregon who started his career at Auburn, quarterback Bo Nix.
We had a chance to sit down with him this week, Mike. It almost came across to both of us that he wasn't entirely over last week's close loss. And he made the point. He said, listen, playing quarterback in the NFL, you're going to be judged by how well do you play and what is your record in one-score games. Last week, they found themselves on the wrong end of it. They get themselves into a back-and-forth matchup today. They've got to make enough plays down the stretch to come away with the win.
Here's a first carry for their running back, and he's going to be very close to a first down. It's a good run there, maybe just a couple of feet short. Trying to avoid the early 3 and out, they face 3rd and a yard. Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Here's 1st and 10. The tight end Kincaid in motion. He'll turn and hand this one off. He makes one man miss, but stop quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Nick's going to look to throw. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. They'll try to get the running game going. His first carry. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line.
That's the mindset I just love seeing from a running back, Mike. His eyes weren't just on that first down marker. They were on getting that first and some on top of it. That's pretty impressive.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. From the shotgun, here's Nix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. He's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. Here's a 2nd and 9. Receiver in motion, going right. Off the play fake, here's Nix. That's to the left side where he's got Kincaid.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains. The initial reaction is, how does this quarterback not throw the ball past the first down line to gain to try to extend this drive? And the reality is, because they've already decided they're going to go for it on 4th down.
Nix going to throw for it. That is incomplete. They took a chance of throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
That is just a bad time for a mental mistake. You have to secure that ball before you worry about turning upfield. You know it's 4th down. You know where the marker is. You've got to make that catch and keep this drive alive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll go right and find his running back. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Now a give up the middle. And he's going to pick up the first down. He's up close to the 20. They'll look to throw. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And they'll get him down after a gain of 5. But that is enough for a first down. They'll run. It's the former LSU Tiger. He makes one man miss, but stopped quickly as they hold him to a gain of 1.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
He'll drop to throw. Quick throw, taken in. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Tight end going in motion here. On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. He is dangerous when a play breaks down. A pickup of 18.
This is an element that defensively you always have to be ready to defend. You can't just accept that it's a pass and be so consumed with the receivers downfield. You have to account for the quarterback as a scrambler. You can see why, as he's able to get out of the pocket and pick up the first down.
A handoff as they try to run it here. They'll take this down to the 43. A short pickup there.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
Throw it. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be stopped short of the first down. He's able to look it in and get forward for a pickup of about 8. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. Now they'll set up to throw. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. And I think this is going to end up being considered a successful drive, Mike. I think obviously you would have loved to see them come down and convert and score a touchdown. But at the very least, they needed to come away with 3. They were able to do that and take a lead on that field goal.
The Bills offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll put a receiver in motion right. On 2nd down, it's Nix. A quick throw, that's complete on the slant. And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be out on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can draw up all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
So just a lone field goal in the first quarter of play. It's the Raiders with the early lead. And we're back in Vegas after this. From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Now a give on the ground, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
They face 2nd down and 7. Play action now. It's Nix. Look wide. Get this one complete. And he is on the chalk, stepping out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. That's a loss of 3 on the play. Now some movement up front. Flags down. Mistake-filled first half continues. So after the 5 yards are walked off, they face 3rd and long. Back to throw is Nix. He'll try to hit him with a screen. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
I think there's one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks. And now they got a 4th down decision to make. And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
So the field goal ties things up, and we're back at it as this kicks away. From the 6, here comes a return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Raiders offense ready to see what they can do on their 2nd possession. They'll set out in search of a first touchdown in this game. Just a pair of field goals to show. It's 3-3 as they start 1st and 10. And he'll get about 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
He'll look to throw. Off-balance throw. It's complete. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Here's 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And this is going to be a Raiders 1st down. Good running. Gets him to about the 44.
Nothing real fancy about this call here, Mike, right? This 3rd and short, just get the ball to your running back, make sure he has enough space to pick up the 1st down, and they're able to convert.
From out of the gun, he'll throw. That's out to the flat, and it's complete. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 13.
Back to throw. He'll try to run for it. Oh, what a run. Down inside the 30-yard line.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on 3rd down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the 1st down and some.
On 1st and 10, they'll set up to throw. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Going back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal. Some good running there. Gets them down to about the 2-yard line. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he'll take it on in. Touchdown, Las Vegas. That is first touchdown of the new year.
Now, remember back, Mike, their first drive, they had to settle for 3. So they definitely didn't want to have to do that again. From start to end, and they're finally able to cap it off with a touchdown.
The extra point, up and good. And the Raiders take a 10-3 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. Just the lone field goal for them so far, down 10-3 in this one. And they'll start 1st and 10. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Nix from the gun on 3rd down. And that is incomplete.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Back to throw here to begin the drive. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction. Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot